Me, I've been having for a few months last year. Wait, what? Yeah, I've been having struggling a bit with my meds side effects. They've just been worse and like bigger and bigger. And I'm actively trying to get a schedule to see my GI, my doctor. So it's been difficult. I'm getting some pretty severe side effects now. And it just worries me because if that medicine is the best for me, the less bad for my body. I assume since it's the first one that they gave me that it's the best option. I would hate to switch to the worst option because I'm experiencing some side effects with this one. I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna lower the dose. Hopefully something positive will happen. Because it's just been draining me. Like it kind of screws up 3 days a week for me. Completely tired, groggy, nausea, even some pain now that the meds give me. So weird. I started a new job. Very nice, very nice. That's really good. You've been active. Like, as soon as you quit your old job, soon after you got a new job. Are people not groggy all the time? Yeah, like are you used to like side effects or something without knowing that I would hate that. Um, well now that it's weird. I've been like talking to my GI's nurse through emails once in a while to see how are my test results doing, and she's been saying that I'm really doing amazing, like inflammation wise. The meds have been absolutely working. I have almost no inflammation left for the first time of my life. Because I had the wrong diagnosis last year and before, and wrong medication really. So, but once I switched doctors, they prescribed me new meds. They've been working because we've seen the inflammation go down and down and down to oblivion. But it's just awkward because what am I feeling then? Because I still feel some flare-ups sometimes. So I'm like, I told her I think the inflammation is up because I've been feeling some, tightness in my gut, some little the discomfort that I usually associate with a flare-up. And she said, I don't think it's a flare-up because your inflammation is like almost not there. So I'm like, what am I experiencing? I need to talk to the doctor. But that's not even related to my other problem, which is too many side effects from my meds now. Yeah, nausea, tiredness, like fatiguing me for like 2 days after taking my weekly meds. And after that, 2 days after, I start having some weird abdominal pain. So weird, and it's weird. It's not at all related to Crohn's. It's just like my meds are creating this weird side effect. It feels like my abs are hurting, or my stomach. It's so weird. It lasts like 2 days. So yeah, I need to mention this to doctor. It's been hard to get a hold of them for some reason. The rest of the week I'm doing good energy, but like for 3 days, I'm feeling off. And it's starting to really hurt my productivity and I don't like it. So I will mention that, and I'm sure, I don't know, he'll just advise me on the best course of action. Either reduce the dose, switch meds, whatever it takes. Doctor will know, right? Part-time at Walmart. They pay way better and I work less. Oh yeah, you want to be able to at least control somewhat your hours, and I understand that so freaking much. Every time I had a shit job, I've had so many shit jobs in my life. And I wanted to be able to control my hours, but I never could with those specific jobs. I never could. Even though the pay was shit, I wanted to work less so that I could work on my portfolios, my other ambitions. But no, I was always forced to work so much that my ambitions were just clouded and I was tired all the time. I was imprisoned. So the fact that you can work less, that's awesome. It's just great that it's so much better than your previous job though. Like work less, make more. Perfect. Then you can at least have some time during the rest of your week to, I don't know, to work, to practice whatever you need to practice, make the portfolio if you need, study if you need to study, you know. You can have another life outside of your job. I have some illnesses that cause fatigue. Yeah, for me, all fatigue seems Crohn related. Inflammation causes fatigue for sure, so it's common for us because of inflammation in our gut. But once you're doing like a good recovery, like me right now, you shouldn't have as much fatigue. So my fatigue is related to my medicine now. It's my medicine causing some weird side effects. But yeah, at least the rest of the week, after that I feel great. And I have more energy than before. But yeah, we need to solve the meds problem now with my doctor. Six days a week. Yeah, fuck that. For a job that's not like your career job, 6 days a week, fuck it. Fuck it. I hate when you can't control that. Like, can I work at 5 days, 4 days? Come on. You don't know what else to do. It depends on your ambitions. If you see yourself, I don't know, well, yeah, if you see yourself somewhere in some field, it might be a good idea to slowly work towards that goal in your free time. But if for now you're just kind of content with your situation, even if it's temporary, you don't want to think about career too much, then it's totally fine. Totally fine to just relax after work. Don't think about that. It's silly. You know it's silly to think about it this way. Crystal works like 80 hours a week. And I wouldn't dump her for that, you know? Working. I would dump someone for not working, you know, for not having their shit together and being super lazy. Someone that works and are trying to just participate in society to get somewhere. You can't hate on that. You have to respect that. Your pet's in a cute house. Okay. And that's fine. That's totally fine. And reachable of a goal. You don't need to be a lawyer. You don't need to be an architect. What? Define goals and dreams. It is a struggle, I think, for most people in early 20s. Some people have it all figured out, and we can all be jelly of them. Like people that have it all figured out at 18, you know? Hi bro, what's up? That was definitely not for me either. I didn't figure it out for quite a while. I knew I was gonna do something creative. I had to, I was just born for that. So either music, writing, or art. That's why super late in my 20s I switched back to art from music. But it was not clear at all what I was going to do with this creativity. I wasted my time a lot with unrelated jobs. I felt lost a lot in my 20s. But like many people do. Some people have it figured out, some people are lost for years and years. But what's cool though is once you start reaching, even being just on the verge of reaching one of your life goals, it's crazy how it can affect your happiness. That's why it's good to have goals that are attainable. The day that I realized, wait, with this calculation, I think that if I just get this amount of commissions per month, I could live from this, at least in this shitty apartment that I had with this situation. You know, I was the day that I realized that I can quit my job and actually be a freelancer. I was overnight the happiest little schoolgirl. Overnight. I didn't care. Suddenly I didn't care about girls, relationships, anything. This small good news was everything for me. After years of being unhappy. You know, I was so unhappy during my 20s that I thought that I reached a point where it was irredeemable. I thought that I probably screwed up my brain chemicals at this point because I was so unhappy for so long. No, that's why I'm streaming, yeah. Don't worry, that's why I'm streaming. I want to hang out. But yeah, it's crazy how everything turned out. Like I became extremely happy just overnight, just for reaching one of my life goals, and I didn't care about anything else. It's crazy. It was awesome. Because of course in my 20s I've always been a bit lonely, you know, and like single for most of the time too. And that's something that you think about when you're not happy. When as soon as I was getting somewhere career-wise, and I didn't have to be a janitor or work in a factory anymore. Wow, that was insane. I was waking up excited every single day. So yeah, that's why I think that it's amazing and awesome when people have like attainable goals that are reachable, that are not too high up there. Because once you start reaching them, you're like, you know, I'm not that far from having my life figured out. I don't need that much, you know? Yep. Because I see some people, I was just born, or maybe I grew up, or I was shaped to be like obnoxiously ambitious, like many ambitious people. Like it can be so toxic. If you don't make it, you just live unhappy. Just thankfully I made it, and also my goals over time, they were becoming smaller and smaller. I don't need to be a rock star anymore, you know? I don't need to be a top artist, top streamer, whatever. I don't need that. my goals are they get lower over time. So as soon as you remotely reach close to a goal, you become very like a lot more satisfied with life. And I like it when people have a very normal, like a normie job, you know, being a yeah, a normal job. What's a normal job? Just working for professionals, working for someone, just like being staff, just a normal normie job. People that are able to be content with those jobs, they live happily. I love that so much. And I think that's a great way to live. You're just content with your job, with your coworkers. You go back home and you play video games with your boyfriend. Boom. Then watch movies. Happiest life. Yeah, me and Crystal, it's like we work all day and night for our ambitions. Thankfully, it's fulfilling for us. Like working is fulfilling. So like in a way that I get similar satisfaction than if I was just playing games, for example, when I make a video for YouTube. So it's not like that. But yeah, people that don't need to do any kind of projects on the side of their jobs and everything to be content with life, that's pretty amazing. You just come home, you're ready to chill. Hi, Joanna. What did we miss? How many times am I gonna get DMCA today? I just let YouTube do its thing with some old rock today. You just need a good job, a good insurance, find somewhere you want to live. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when I'm a bit stressed about work, because it's inevitable, right? No matter what's your job, no matter how much you love your job, there's always a little bit of stresses once in a while. Whenever I feel a bit stressed or have some anxiety about work, I just remind myself of how good my situation is compared to before and how much we've achieved and the good things we just talked about. And yeah. To be either a doctor or a lawyer. You're just happy, so you're pretty happy with your job. Did you mean like your parents were hoping for you to get a big job like doctor or lawyer, but you decided to get a more chill normie job that you're satisfied with. Just happy doing little stuff each day. Flexible hours. That sounded like the dream all of my 20s. I'm like, if I could just get some job from home so I could keep working on my art projects to get somewhere. Or my music projects at the time. Yeah, I just wanted a flexible job. I never had that. But now, of course, I have a lot of control. It's pretty cool. Hi, Marsha. Hello. Your job is really hard, but with flexible hours. Funds art supplies. Nice. So I'm assuming you do traditional art, Joanna? Some painting, water or acrylics? I didn't dip much into traditional art. A little bit, like in, well, I hate to say art school. Uh, in Canada, we have like 2 years of little. I think. Oh, someone found the best way to translate what it means. It's like community college, something you do before like university or big college. Yeah, I guess it's the equivalent of that. And I did like an art program. It was very light, very surface level education. So I never had like an actual professional good art school. What music are we gonna listen to? I don't know if I want to go with my metal albums again. I don't know. Don't wanna scare off people. There, that never fails. Some Japanese indie rock. You're not fully happy with your hobby choices. Yeah. Avril. I wish I could play some Avril, but her label is gonna kill me. I'm really glad, Joanna. That's awesome that you've been just, yeah, you've been doing what's right for you. Hobbies are so important, and it's important that you do something that you like. Art is one of the best hobbies ever. Art and music. Because it's so natural. We're humans. It's so natural for us to invent things. It used to be part of our survival. And now that we don't have anything to invent anymore, well, we just get unhappy not being able to fulfill everything we used to do. That's why video games exist. It's to fulfill needs, like things, natural. Like it's natural for us to be competitive, and to be even in survival situations. Games are there to fulfill all of these natural needs, and hobbies too. That's why we have arts. It's to fulfill this need to create things that is very, very human. If you don't get to create in any other areas in your life, you might feel like you're lacking something. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when you been jobless for a while and you finally get a job, no matter what it is. It feels nice when you start having some money to finally buy the things that you've been trying to save for. Can finally have that Netflix, some art supplies, some games. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love art and music. I used to be mainly a musician for many years. I was starting to have the ambition of making it a living, and I almost did. Then I switched to art, made a few indie games. It's so crazy. And then for once in my life, I had good timing with that little freelance idea with emotes when it was not really a thing. I only knew like one or two other people that were making a living off of emotes back then. That's how long ago, and I so it was not really an idea, a known idea to try to make a living with art on Twitch. But it just clicked at some point. It's like, wait, that's something that could be possible. Since I was starting to have some demand for my work, and when I was reaching out to potential clients, they were often like the reaction was favorable, wasn't positive. It's like, hey, I did these all of these emotes for this big streamer, wondering if you might be interested in working with me. And some of them were saying yes, like some big streamers. Because again, it was so new, there was not a lot of emote artists, so I had a good timing for once. And I realized I can make a business out of it. Damn. That's one of my next videos on YouTube. My emote videos on YouTube are still like by far my most popular for now. So it would be good for as long as I'm not growing that much to make a bit more emote related videos, because I guess like Devin Nash would say, I'm an emote authority. It's good to grow with an authority on some topic. So I guess emotes is my thing for now. That's how you find me? Yeah, that's how most people find me right now, so it would be wise for me, even though like I don't want to be an emo guy forever, or even especially not tutorials. I want to just create things and do some entertainment slash commentary plus art on my YouTube channel. But it takes a while to get there, so it helps having a little niche like that with the emotes for a while. And I should do more emote content on YouTube for now, and eventually I could switch. But yeah, I have. Speaking of commentary, my next video could be something like how becoming a Twitch emote artist changed my life. A lot like the story I just told you. I could definitely do that. I'm thinking of doing it for the next video. I don't think I'll make emotes my whole life. My whole career. I think it's a great entry thing to do as a freelancer right now for me. And my next goal is to be an content creator, an art content creator. Making content for everyone on YouTube. Instead of making art for one client at the time. That's my next goal, my next level. It might take a while though to get there for sure. And that's okay. Because I still enjoy this. I'm still gonna do it for a while though. Even if I succeed on YouTube, I'm probably gonna keep some clients. Some of my long-term great clients that I love. And frankly, making emotes is pretty good for networking too. Getting connected with amazing streamers that I would not know otherwise if I didn't work with them. So yeah, I might still keep some options open for emotes long term. But I will definitely make less commissions over time. And make more content. And sell prints on Etsy, everything. I almost didn't stream today. And I'm very late. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having some energy issues because of my meds, and really trying to get an appointment with my doctor. So I just waited to have enough energy for stream, and it took a couple hours. It's fine. I'm just gonna stream for as long as I have enough energy. I'm excited because at this rate, I think that next week I can finally bring a few gaming streams back. I would love to take a break from commissions in the next month if I can. And half the week I could do art for my Etsy store. Just fill my store with emotes and stickers, whatever. And maybe keep 2 days to game. Maybe? I don't know. At least one day. At least one day. I need some gaming. But I definitely want a couple of days in a row of gaming very soon, next week once I'm caught up, or mostly caught up with my work. I'm gonna continue Bloodborne. Hi Brian! Because I've been a huge fan of From Software and the Dark Souls series. They are becoming my favorite games of all time, pretty fast. It's just so made for me. And it's just awkward because I started Bloodborne 2 years ago, and I kept getting busy with work, and then a new game comes out that I wanted to play. And 2 years after, I'm coming back to finish Bloodborne, so it's gonna be a bit awkward to start so far in the game. But I don't really want to restart the game from scratch because I recorded it, and I don't, the first playthrough of these games is always so important. I need to finish it blind before I start it again. But yeah, I love these games very much. So yeah, Bloodborne next. And after that, I would love to play some retro games. I have a nice list of classics that I've never played on the NES and Super Nintendo. I'm just in that mood right now, and I would love to go emulate some old games. So I might do that in September. Oh, guys. Oh, yesterday I was, yesterday evening I was at my computer trying to study art and, well, is this a defect in my mouth? Better not be. When I was so tired, and I was just not able to concentrate at all. So I went out for a drive. I would walk, but I don't really like my neighborhood for walking late. So I just took my car, went for a nice drive, just drove a while, and that was nice. I might do that more often, actually. It's just my computer. I'm always my computer. My hobbies, my job, everything, or gaming. Computer. I'm sick of it. So just going out to clear my head was very nice. I was able to think again about my, once in a while I need to revise my end game goals to make sure that my direction right now leads to there. So it was pretty nice to do that. Clear my head, think a bit, adjust my goals, come back and just make some edits in my notes and everything. Yeah, it was nice. And yeah, one of my endgame ambition is to start writing again and make illustrated stories. Now that I do art and I used to write, I can combine those two giant passions of mine and just make stories. And I have two ideas of format for that. Webtoon, just kind of my own, like manga, my own just series. And another type of content that I would love to do with storytelling is on YouTube. Just find a way to illustrate and tell stories as a new playlist on my YouTube channel. I have the art and commentary one, and I would love to have just a separate art series of just storytelling content. I would love that. And I thought about it. How can I explain that? See, my brain is still a bit tired. It's so weird. My thought process is so slow. But I'm thinking of making, well, the way to get there. I've been thinking a lot about it this year, including with Crystal, and the way to get to this goal of storytelling content seems to be keep growing my channel the way I do it, tutorials and illustrations, just keep building over time. It's gonna work, and eventually, once I have a decent amount of subscribers, I could start publishing that new content for the storytelling. It would be difficult to spread out too much right now and do that. It would be hard to do it like right away. But despite that, I'm thinking of at least making like episode 1 around October with the spooky series, spooky episode. You know me, I love the spooks. I love it so much, and I've been waiting a couple years to publish that like Halloween episode, and I think I'll do it this year. Even if I don't fully commit to starting this series of storytelling, that could give me a bit of an estimate. I don't know, like market. How do you say that? Market survey. To see their reaction. A market study. You started on archive? You recommend it? I feel like the most ambitious projects, I mostly see them for now on webtoons, and maybe tapas. I don't know. Maybe there's other ones that I don't really know that are doing well. I want to read your stuff. Really? Becca, if I make spooky storytelling series, what do you watch / read? I do have a vibe that the stories that I will actually write will definitely be around dark fantasy or horror drama. It's my favorite genre. I do have a Discord, join us. We mainly type in the subscriber area. There's also other areas for everyone. And there is a general chat for everyone too. We just hang out a bit more in the subscriber area. Alright. We hide in the subscriber area. Yeah, it's a bit to protect myself, honestly. You could have like anyone just join in my Discord and I don't know, with bad intentions, you know, taking me out of context, try to cancel me. It's less likely to happen with people actually paying to support me. And yeah, we love that little tight community in the subscriber area. If it was not for that, I would totally talk in general area because it's just more people. Yeah, I like feeling a little bit safer interacting in general subscriber area. You like creepy things, but they usually freak you out. Yeah, I love freaky things. I'm even really thinking, because it's such a big part of me, the horror love, the passion for spooks. I'm always thinking of changing my thematic a little bit, my theme. In a way, I don't know how or where yet. But I look like content creators that have a similar passion, or seemingly. You look at like Contra Points, and she has a vibe. I love it so much. In her editing too, sometimes she goes and have like a big cloak and candles and a spooky theme. I love it so much. I relate to that so much, even though I don't show it. But this could be a theme specifically for the storytelling series that I'm thinking of making. I could have a different vibe for both series. That could work. So when I present myself in those stories, maybe there would be more of a spooky vibe going on. Before the stream earlier today, I was trying something with an overlay, a quick overlay concept for my stream. It failed. I wasted my time. But sometimes I am thinking upping the production value a little bit. I mean, a long time ago we used to have this overlay stuff we're going on a bit more. I don't care for it much now. Well, switching made our Photoshop more like bigger, best quality, especially for working with emotes. It makes sense because it's so small, people have shitty monitors, and I asked them to vote between options, and it makes more sense to have a big quality Photoshop. And I guess there is quality now in my audio, in my camera, in my background, but there could be a bit more of a theme. Maybe something around my webcam. If my theme is like spooky things, well, we have this cute hellish concept with my mascots and everything already. I could improve on that if I wanted, make some, I don't know, give us a bit of a Diablo vibe. But I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I need to add a vibe to the stream. I'm always thinking, could we improve the stream a little bit, the production value, the vibes, the ambience, to make the stream more fun to just look at. Because sometimes I join a stream and I just love the ambience. There's like an ambience. Like sometimes the theme that they have create this ambience. Like of course music does set an ambience, but the visuals too. If you have a nice overlay with the theme that represents the streamer pretty well, it can be nice. Creepypastas have such good stories on them. See, yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that actually just take these creepypasta stories and narrate them, and they're just like narration YouTubers, and they succeed. I thought about doing that, but illustrating on top of narrating. So it's like art and story, and then that would be easy content for me because I don't actually have to write my own stories every freaking week. I could just take these good stories, narrate them, illustrate them, and have unique content because I have the art portion added to it. So that would make sense to me. But of course I would love to write my own stories at one point, but I could just have like another series just for my actual own stories or something. But I saw when looking into it that a lot of authors on creepypasta are not happy with the YouTubers because they just have a lot of trouble with them for copyrights reasons and stuff like that. Like the YouTubers rarely go and reach out to the authors to get the approval to narrate their stories for actual money on YouTube. So yeah, since the creepypasta authors kind of very much dislike narration YouTubers now, I'm less inclined to do that. I would have to like actively seek out approval from each story. But that would be a good format though. That has been an idea of mine. Actually just narrating creepypastas and illustrating them and making like really good content out of it. Otherwise, I don't know where I would get some good public domain scary stories. Creepypasta is a gold mine. But yeah, like I said, I would have to reach out to every author every time I'm interested in narrating their story. I might do it. That's an idea to get me started with the story content. I would love to do that. I would very much love to do that. And also have this spooky vibe on my stream, on my content. I mean. Spooky vibes. There's nothing I love more. I love that because since these stories would not be my own, but they are popular because it's branded with creepypasta, which is the most popular spooky stories. Then I would have endless content every week to kind of make one episode a week or something. I would just narrate it and add like tons of ambience and draw the art, like multiple artworks per video, kind of like high production version. That would be great, and it would lead perfectly to my own content, my own stories eventually. It's an idea that I've been having. The only consensus though with Crystal talking a lot about it is it might be best for me to wait before I do this content. I could just keep growing as just an art channel first before I make people care for my storytelling. Yeah, I definitely want some production value over time. Yeah, my stream lacks a little bit in production value. But you know, production value would not give me more viewers, that's the thing. Alright. I want sushi. I want poke. Did I finish this emote yet? What's going on? Come on, man. Finish that emote. Well, I guess it's not too bad. Clarity wise. Woo, getting hungry. I said my trigger word, sushi. Oh yeah, when discussing with friends, they asked everyone, what's your favorite food? And without thinking too long, I said sushi. And then I started philosophing about it, like, maybe I'm Maybe it's bias to stay to think about your favorite food like that, like just something you always want but rarely have. Because maybe something that you eat more often should be your favorite food. If you would have one food for the rest of your life every day, would it be sushi for me? Or is it something that I love but I don't want every day? You know, there's other factors like that. I have pizza often and sandwiches, but I would never think of pizza and sandwiches as like my favorite food. But why not? See, there's like a bias there. maybe, maybe a sandwich is my favorite food. I just don't think of it this way because I have it so much. I take it for granted. I take the greatness of sandwich for granted. And pizzas, they're amazing. Maybe if I would have sushi as often as I have sandwiches, I wouldn't care for sushi. So maybe my answer was biased. If someone would tell me grilled cheese is their favorite food, I would absolutely not judge them. I would be like, damn, you're right. Like, grilled cheese is so succulent every single time. Some of the simplest food is like the most satisfying ever. I don't know if the white eyes are the best here. She wants to just kind of remake her old emote in my style. Her old emote, she has like black eyes. Oh, and she has like that red angry mark too that I could have had. There's a lot of food that I enjoy, yeah. But if you were sentenced to die, to get executed in prison, and you get a dead man's meal, what would be your last meal? Think about that. I would not really know. Maybe I would get something not really for taste, but like reminiscent of happy times of my life, like some of my mom's food, you know. Depend on the mood that day. No, I think you have to let them know a while in advance. I'm probably making some pita pizzas today. It's a nice way to get some easy to make healthy-ish pizzas. You just buy pitas, some sauce. It can even be some spaghetti sauce. Some sauce, some pepperonis, some cheese. You always have cheese at home. And I personally add some veggies, like onions and peppers. Some sriracha. Put that in the oven. 10 minutes. Boom. Then it's a thin crust pizza. That's actually really good. Alright, what did I want to try before I finally switch to the next emote? Sticker lines here, just in case it works best. Tortillas, sauce, cheese, pepperonis. Pepperonos. Bam, pizza. Tortilla, sauce, cheese, yeah, exactly. Wait, tortilla? Yeah, I prefer pita. It has that double layer that's a little thicker. It reminds you a bit of like an actual thin crust pizza. Like it emulates it pretty well. I would prefer pita. So you do tortilla. That's very thin crust pizza. You haven't tried? Ooh, try it. And you can just keep your pitas in the freezer too. So then when you're in the mood for pizza, boom, you take out that pita. Sauce, cheese, some whatever ingredients. Throw that in the oven, 10 minutes, boom. Okay, the thicker line works. Alternative is maybe pink eyes, a little darker. You can make quesadillas with pizza toppings. You mean out of the pitas? Wait. What's a quesadilla again? Oh. Yeah, you could do that too. Fold your tortilla. Sounds good. Do you make quesadillas often? What is you guys' little favorite little food, like an easy food that you make like all the time, that you make often? A friend of mine asked me that once, and his was tacos, like actual homemade tacos, not like the cheap ones with ground meat, you know, like actual tacos. Would love to know actually exactly how he makes them, for loving them so much. You love it making tamago yaki Japanese eggs, so you do that like often? Interesting. It's like a Japanese omelet. Never had that. I can almost see how it's made just by looking at it. Yeah, rolled eggs, yeah. It's like a crepe. French crepe made of eggs. You roll it, cut it. So you make that often? For me, it's definitely sandwiches. And I don't know. Wait, yeah, pizza is something that comes back, a little like a little guilty pleasure. Super easy protein option. It goes well with any meal. So it's not just for breakfast that you have that. I've been making a lot of omelets. Like, you know, since March, I've been losing like 20 pounds, and my smoothies are exclusively, my breakfasts are exclusively smoothies or omelets. So when I want something, when I wake up and I'm hungry and I want something a bit more satisfying and savory, then I do omelet. I make a pretty damn good omelet now. And I do add a lot of veggies too, like I saute some veggies, even with some spinach. Like I saute mushrooms, onions, well, chopped mushrooms, onions, peppers. I saute that, then add a couple of spinach, and then I add the egg, like 2 eggs, some cheese, some basil, some salt and pepper, and something else. Forgot. Makes a fantastic hearty omelette. You're living in a situation where dirty dishes, PTSD of all of my ex-roommates. The thought of having to clean their shit to make my meal is so frustrating. Oh, and of course, it's the hardest to wash dishes ever, right? When it's just piled up crusty plates on the counter, it's the hardest to wash. It's not like washing your dishes right after eating. It's the worst. At least stack them. There's no excuse. I just hate that so much, and it's so frequent to have roommates and people around you that are just terrible with dishes. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating! Good afternoon, Nita Rocks. Hello, hello. It was fun seeing you. It was very fun seeing you. And eat a poutine with you. Okay, guys. 1, 2, or 3. It's just the eyes, the difference. Which ones looks best for this expression? Portrays the rage well and is kind of looking nice overall. You might be able to afford to move. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Get your own place and stuff. It's so nice to get your own place, even small. Yeah, at least since they're your brothers, you can chew them off. Yeah, you can like yell at them. It's harder sometimes. It's a bit tricky with roommates, you know. Guys, I love my new microphone. It's my dream microphone, SM7B. It's great. Thank you. And it's gonna be even better when my AC is not running anymore. Like when I record actual for YouTube, I would close my AC, shut my noise filter, because those filters, they do distort the audio a little bit. But yeah, so when I'll record for YouTube, I'll have like very good quality. And I enjoy that. I enjoy audio gear. Hello, Wailusa. I had to get a little cloud lifter. It's a little preamp that gives a boost of 20 dB as you need to have when you buy a microphone like this. It comes so quiet. But the 20 dB is on top of my mixer boosting by like 30 dB, or a total of 50 dB. Oh my god. Wait, did we get votes? Guys, come on. 1, 2, or 3 for the eyes. I'll give it to Discord. So hungry already. Damn. I'm so ready to order some sushi. I'm trying to wait until like Friday because I ate bad stuff. Well, I ate the greatest bad stuff during my vacation. Came back with like 3 pounds more. So that freaking sucks. That freaking sucks. Been working so hard to lose 20 pounds since March, which I did, but I want to lose a lot more. So then going on vacation, coming back a bit heavier, it's so frustrating, especially since we've been walking so much during the vacation. So like, how the fuck did I gain some weight? And with the amount of walking done, this is impressive. Yeah, like how did I even gain any weight by walking all the time? That's that's being in your late 30s for you. Just eating some ice cream for dessert and the next day you're fat. The mic upgrade, yay! Three stands out surprisingly well. Yeah, it does, and it's kind of closer to her original design too, made by another artist. She just wanted me to have my spin on it. It does stand out well. It's weird that it's black, but yeah, Bunny says 1 or 3 too. But yeah, I really want to order some sushi and some poke from that place, because last time I ordered sushi from a new place, and finally it was like the first good sushi place in my area so far that I found. And I tried to surprise Crystal with a bowl of poke. I had no idea what poke was back then. It's some Hawaiian Japanese style dish of typically raw fish and some veggies, and super tasty. It's really well done. It's amazing. Yeah, and I'd found one of chicken for Crystal, but she doesn't like fish. So I'm like, here, I surprised you. Here's a chicken dish. And it was a bit spicy, and it had like some fruits that she doesn't like. Katsu chicken? Ooh, probably, yeah. Yeah, I think so. And she, yeah, it was like fried chicken. So I was like, no, don't just like eat the chicken or whatever, and ruin like the combo of the meal. Just give it to me. I'll enjoy it fully for what it is, you know. So the next day I ate that as a leftover, and it was so amazing. It was so good. The balance, it was like a salad with some sauce, some fried chicken, and some fruits, and it was oddly amazing. It was a bit spicy too. It was, I don't know what it is about poke or that specific meal. It was just great. And next time I'll just order the same thing. Sushi and a poke bowl for the next day. um, yeah, it was probably some katsu chicken poke bowl. That looks like it. It's the recipe though. Yeah, there was like some veggies, some sauce, and just mix it up a bit, and it's really good. And inexpensive compared to sushi. Poke bowl with crispy chicken. That place just had such a fantastic bowl. Oh my god, now I'm hungry. So we have a lot of we have equal votes for 1 and 3. So Nita Rocks, you're losing with number 2. You can see that you lack some experience here. Maybe you need to be here more often. Get up the ranks, get some experience and some hand-on experience with voting. Hope you're feeling well today. Oh, like compared to maybe yesterday? I am feeling well. I don't have the energy that I should have yet until I see my doctor, adjust my meds or something. But doing great though. Doing great mentally. I vote with my heart. No, I welcome all votes. Thank you. Oh, so it's a draw really. So I'll leave it at that for now and get on the next design. I'm glowing. How am I glowing? Hi, Lena. I mean, I'm actually glowing, I guess. Like, it's just so bright around here. Hi, Lena. It's great to have you here. How are we so blessed to have your presence today? What are we working on today? What are we doing? This definitely will be the hardest. This one, the sketch is so unpolished and it's going to be such a difficult emote. It's based on another emote that I gave as a suggestion example to my client, and she said I would like that, but seeing the whole hammer, it was a bit cropped and a bit yeah, sometimes they give a bit difficult things, specifics. They wanted a line, a little star, the whole hammer, the character. Okay. Could go with this one. That would be much easier to draw today. Yeah, but I don't want to finish with the hardest ones. That's always a mistake. While I have some energy, I should work on the tough designs. Alright, so that's her other little small dog. Let's go get some reference images for the cute grumpy dog. There, that's about all I need. Okay. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Can't really show the whole ears and the whole face. There's gonna be a big hammer and frame that she doesn't want too cropped. You would choose one between 1 and 3. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's helpful because we have a tiebreaker. Oh, hi, Kevin. We haven't seen you here in a while. It's good to see you. I'm eager to work on your cute trash pandas. I was hoping for tomorrow, but I'm so freaking slow lately. It's been slow all year, honestly. Been trying. It's been a trying couple of months. To your defense, I have not been very active on Twitch this whole summer. I'm in no rush, take your time. I appreciate that so much. And that's why I have not been stressing much about work. So I do absolutely appreciate the no rush from clients. Yeah, I love that the only thing that's left in my queue is like your 15 emotes. Assuming you still want 15, maybe you want 10 now, I don't know. But 10, 15-ish for you. 5 for Crystal. That's like about it. That's about it. That's about it. Other than the batch I'm finishing like tomorrow here. That's exciting. Q is doing well. And yeah, I would love if the timing would allow it that I don't get any work from my returning clients for a while. And then if for a couple of weeks I could just make some stuff from my Etsy store. I would just stream myself making some stickers, some stuff from my Etsy store. I would love that so much. That would be such a vibe. Because it's something that's been in my to-do list for so long. That would be great. Yeah, so I could do that very soon. And also play some Bloodborne. And I want to play some retro games. Should a little change of pace. Once I'm caught up with work, I will play a little bit of games with this stream. One fits the anime rage the emo gives off. Okay. Yeah, black is a bit unusual. It does stand out really well against the red and everything though, and it does simulate better the reference image, you know, her old emote. She wanted to just do some spin on it with the actual version of her character that I make. But yeah, typically I would make it like number 1. But yeah, I could offer her both options. Maybe she would think, oh, number 3 feels more like home with her old emote. So she can decide, I guess, at this point when it's pretty close. Sometimes I just let my client choose. And yeah, what have you been up to if you can chair? I'm thinking about something that I'll message you on Twitter about. But yeah, I think I want 15 loaded up, even if I can't use them all right away. That sounds good. It's gonna be like a nice little raccoon marathon that I'm gonna start like Thursday and maybe end next Tuesday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, you know, it's my specialty, the art style that I have for your raccoon here. Like, we already know that we're gonna do some nice and good work for 15 more of these, and it's gonna be a fun couple of streams from Thursday to next week. The hard part is done too. The hard part was to create the mascot, as always, and figure out the color palette and style. and I'm glad that I still like it. Still like the super pale pastel style that we chose. It's cute. You're thinking about something? Okay, okay. When in doubt, yeah, when in doubt, you can ask your client. Well, if it's something you can trust your client on, if you like both options, personally, like if you can't decide on which one is best, then you can just let your client choose because you know both options are good, right? That's the minimum that I need before asking a client for their opinion. I need to attest that both options are viable and good and will be perfect for their audience. So we've had a hectic summer, Chris. Chris, god damn it, every time I just see your name and I think Chris. It's Kevin. Every time. Just change your name to Kevin Salad. Oh, okay, sounds good, sounds good. Weirdly, someone has that name. I remember the time that I tried to change my name for just Dom. And it was available, but Twitch staff didn't want me to have it. They saved 3-letter names for Twitch staffs, I think. Because they have this rule that they don't hand away 3-letter names. And then I proved them wrong. I'm like, you just gave this streamer a 3-letter name. And they're like, oh, I don't know anything about that. Years later, I knew about that. It was that Twitch staff that got fired for for being super inappropriate to a streamer, and they were like abusing of their power to, I don't know, yeah, to charm them, and they helped her change her name for like a cool 3-letter name. So that explained it a bit better. But yeah, they don't hand out these names generally. That's sad. It would be cool to just have a 3-letter name. And at some point, I think I tried for Dami. What happened with that? I think they said, I'm sorry, but this name used to be... Oh no, just Dominic or something. Yeah. And just Dominic was not available. Well, it was available, but they said this name was previously owned by someone who have been permabanned for something really bad. And when this happened, they can't give out the name anymore because it's associated with something bad. It's weird. I could see some reasons why this makes sense though. Because then some people would come to my stream and be like, oh, you're that guy, and they would just flame me, and I don't know. Now, my Twitch name, I don't really care for it, and it's not my name anywhere else. I use my real name as my artist name, my writer name, and it just makes more sense overall to have my full name on my other brands everywhere. So it could make sense for me to switch to Dominic Caravel, but that's a bit long. That's a bit long for a Twitch name. So I'm not a super fan of doing that. I could do it eventually, because then I would have my one name everywhere. But it's okay to just have a shitty nickname on Twitch too. It's just how Twitch goes. And the one thing where my Twitch name redeems itself is that it starts with Dom. Dommy K. Well, you can't have a space, so it would be like Domic. And then that would remind me a lot of Domix, the YouTuber. I don't know. Oh, and also if I name myself Dommy, people would call me Dommy instead of Dom now. I don't think that's what I want. Only Fi can call me Dommy, okay? Alright, bye Justin. Have a good day. Justin is so busy. He comes here and 5 minutes later he's gone. Dunk. Dunk. Have to try to not crop the hammer too much. Still somehow put it in his hand. This angle. I'm so hungry. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna need to just color it, and the real work will be at the end, testing the chat area, the chat resolution. Okay. Yeah, let's just color it. Let's just color it already. Yesterday I went and changed a couple of my titles. I'm just trying things. I just need to do that. I need to keep trying things with my content on YouTube. I went more with some funny and clever titles everywhere. I'm wondering if I already have more views because of it. Yeah, like I said yesterday night, I was not feeling too good. I mean, I needed like a break from being at the computer, so I went for a drive, clear my mind. It was really nice. I was able to think a bit about my goals again, make sense of what I'm doing, in what order I want to do things to achieve the bigger goals. I need to do that kind of regularly, otherwise I get lost and waste my time. So this was nice. And makes me realize, even though it's a bit unclear how to reach exactly like my top goals with YouTube, I know something. I know that hi Crystal! Whoa! Hi Crystal and Crystal fam! What was I saying? I know that there are some things that I know I'm doing right. I love making videos so much. I love it so much. I can see myself doing that absolutely long term. So I think that's a keeper. Like my YouTube channel, me making videos is a keeper for forever. And being an artist. So okay, I'm doing these things that are good for me long term. Hello! Hi, Stephanie. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, Tagrasso. Hi, Tagrasso. Hello. I just noticed you. Alright, what color is gonna be the bunk? Oh well. You're hidden well. You are pretty well hidden. つまりは好奇心にとらわれてたんだ大切なものなら壊したんだ明かりの灯らないホールケーキ木製の君と踊ってたんだクローゼットで待った今日も小さな体漂せ合って眠るのさ変わるのさ想像たやすい安全私バカな子なのどこにも行かないで濁った状態の Hey, not bad actually. Okay. Crystal, I want sushi and a Pokeball. I knew I'll get that. My deadline is Friday. I just don't know if I'll make it to Friday without ordering. That's all I'm saying. Wait, what's going on? Oh, okay. Wrong layer. But yeah, I question myself all the time on if I'm doing the right things to reach my goals and everything. But it's nice to think about the fact that, yeah, at least if I fell in love with making videos and that's what I want to do long term, well, I'm doing that already. So I'm doing that right, at least. And I'm an artist, and I was always made to be an artist, so I won't need to make some kind of weird career change at some point. So I got some things figured out. I think time will help too. Once I'll have like 100 videos on my YouTube, Hey, this kind of works. Okay, let's try that. Holy shit! I just love it when I put an emote in my background like this, and it instantly looks good and finished. Even the star looks super clean on my screen. And that emote was supposed to be the hardest one. I got surprised. Happily surprised. It's not finished, but shit. We did it. I even kind of want to start the next one and just get back to this one later. Yeah, I love it when this happens. Nicky Taylor Bunk. Hi, Koro. Cute bunk. Oh, maybe now that we have some new people in the chat, do you prefer the eyes on number 1 or number 3 for this rage emote? Yes, finally! Thank you, team. Thank you very much. We had a tiebreaker. It has been broken. Perfect. Well, now I kind of don't know which one of these. So let's see. In number 1, we don't have a little second ear here in the frame. In number 2, we added that little ear. In number 3, the eye is even bigger. The point is to be cute here. That's a cute emote. I'm wondering if the second ear is good. I guess it can be. And bigger eye here definitely makes it a bit more chibi and expressive, but maybe that's the point. Hi, teddy bear. No, I got viral and famous overnight. Just kidding, I got rated by famous people. Kojima. Hi, Khaled. Kojima turned 58. Really? He's so young still. Better not retire until he's 80. I need a couple more Kojima games. I find it cuter without the ear. Oh, okay. And then what about the eye, Elena? Would you choose like the bigger eye of number 3? Or number 1? Becca, you like number 2? Number 2. Noticing the difference of the eye. Okay. So I could remove number 3 if you guys don't really see the bigger eye. So we don't need that toxicity. So ear or no ear. And that's a 2, that's a 2. And a 1. And a 1. Those are interesting. It is a whole new world. The smallest changes make the biggest detail change. It's pretty interesting. It's its own art form now. You revoke your previous vote to 2. Whoa. You'll admit defeat? Yeah, we have more 2 now. I'm maybe leaning towards 2. Thank you, team. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's all part of the process. And yeah, like I said earlier, that's why now, instead of having that old overlay, that's why I have a full screen Photoshop now. It's to help with these situations. I make emotes for like 99% of my content, so it would make more sense if my emotes show in better quality on your screen as best as possible. Anyway, so I don't think that's a bad thing that I don't have much of a theme in my overlay and we have like a large screen Photoshop. But if I can think of a way to add a bit of my theme, my little devils or something on my stream, I might do it, but I can't think of anything. All we have is like my little summoning circle on the corner here with the candles and the alerts pop there. Because it appears very small on the screen. Yeah, for sure. And of course, when you did it for long enough, you're able to think of or understand the limitations very well. So just from a sketch, I can tell if my emote is gonna work well or not. It's pretty cool. And I can't believe how well this one went. Let's go ahead and make my final sketch. But I do need 2 more emotes after that in this batch. That scheming emote? Yeah, that's the next one. It's gonna be Nicky Evil, assuming her codename is named Nicky, I don't know. It's for the streamer Nicky Taylor, the League of Legends and player and singer. This is my client. I always stalk my clients on Instagram to know to choose something that their emote is gonna wear. Like, I need their clothing style, so I have to go stalk them. Yeah, Nicky is very pretty. Pretty streamer, singer. I love the one with the disturbingly human teeth. In this batch? Pyjamming! Hi! Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Oh, this one. Yeah, it came out pretty good actually. The final result was this. It's kind of a Pepe laugh. Yeah, some kind of a Pepe laugh, I guess. It's how you look when you smile. I just want to look like Kick W. Kick W is the best smile of all time. I love that this like 2007 meme came back strong. This guy that has the funniest laugh ever becomes a Twitch meme again. Just looking at comments on girls, gamer girls, just a second, you can see what they deal with all the time. Your dumb caption to this image pretty well already answers this question, but have you ever thought about not being an obnoxious, attention-seeking tramp on the internet? And that's what girl streamers deal all the time. Because a lot of guys can't stand women that are more successful than them. That's it. Can confirm. A girl boss winning. And they think that girls find success easily, you know? They don't. Only hard workers get there. Coffee time! Look, I even have a Bob Ross there. That my sister gave me. Wow, I was saying earlier that my stream lacks some production value. I take it back. I take it back. Look at this crema. A single shot. I rarely make those these days. I start my day every day with a nice latte, and it looks amazing. And I practice my latte art every single day. I do practice, so at some point I will get so good at it that every day I could have an Instagram picture of a latte art. Yeah. The attention, the camera angle, the suspense. Happy little trees. Seems like a balanced human being. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And this kind of idiot would meet the streamer in real life and they would want a picture with them. I perfectly tuned my espresso machine for this blend. So the shot tastes so good. It's amazing. Latte art. Yeah, it's so fun. I started playing with it. It's gonna get better and better. It's gonna get better and better. Yeah, and it's a whole it's a whole complicated thing to do good latte art. I mean, it's an art. It is. Been watching some tutorials from latte art champions, and there's a whole science behind every little movement and every technique that you're using. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've just been enjoying this purchase that I made a month ago. So I make some great cappuccinos, some latte, and yeah, I've been starting my day with like more of a milky based espresso, so basically a cappuccino. And later in the day, I pour myself like a nice double espresso shot in that same glass, and I just sip it. So that's my fifth today. My fifth shot. One shot is the equivalent to like one mug of coffee, so I guess, yeah, it makes me drink a bit more coffee than when I didn't have my espresso machine. But I don't see the problem. I love coffee. So good. It brings so much joy in my life. It's nice to treat yourself with something that you actually end up enjoying so much every single day. It's like actually a good purchase. Liquid of Gods! And DCU can't handle this level of production. I like making cold drinks, mainly ice, cold milk, brew on top of it. What do you mean by brew? Like a cold brew of coffee? Or you have like cold milk and then you add some hot coffee over it or something? I'm wondering. In March, when I had my 4 wisdom teeth removed, I couldn't have hot coffee for like a month and a half. But so during that period, I was having some cold coffee, and I discovered that I like that a lot. I use my big mug, my big like smoothie mug, just fill it with ice, coffee, some maple syrup. Oh hell yeah! And some just a little bit of milk to make it not dark. And it's been great. So that is a good option. Oh, so you have like an espresso machine, and you make cold drinks with it. That's cool. I like the idea. Latte art level up. Looking good. Thank you. The hard part, honestly, is getting the milk froth right. Because now I do understand the basics, the bases of latte art, but you can't even start to make a basic latte art designs without the good quality foam of milk, and that's something you need to practice. There's a whole technique. The angle of your... I don't have my little metal mug thingy, or like jug. The angle that you put it with the frothing wand, and as time goes, and depending on the heat, you have to like move it around and stuff. It's this whole technique to have the perfect froth texture, and then you need to... I'll make you a whole tutorial one time because it's so interesting. I've watched a lot of tutorials to understand the science of everything behind latte art, and I love it. I like it. I'll show you sometime. I'll keep practicing. Yeah, cold milk, cold drinks. Interesting. Some cold milk and you pour a shot on it. I'm wondering if that has a name because there's so many different espresso-based drinks with different names. I think there's one where it's just actual milk added to it instead of foam, but yours seems like you have more milk. Just milk, not foam. Cold. Have a shot. I would love to try that. I bet it's good. The emote on screen is perfect. When you get the perfect latte first time. First try. Nailed it. Yeah. This is gonna get so much likes on Instagram today. Maybe I need to become just a latte art TikToker, in hope that some of these people will follow me on Twitter. You like this art, guys? This latte art? Well, check out my other irrelevant art content out there. Frothing milk is not easy. Most of the time it turned out meh. Yeah. Exactly, like if you nail your milk froth, suddenly you have a much better chance at making good latte art. Because if you fuck it up, it's gonna just pour some thick foam on top of your drink. It's not the right texture. I kind of want to learn Japanese right now. It's one of my next things in line to learn, but I don't have time because I have to learn so much about art still before I become a master. I have this whole advanced class that I purchased and I need to keep watching it and practicing it before I consider taking language classes. So I think I should do it in order. I should focus on my art classes first. was watching a video yesterday about a YouTuber that I used to watch. I think the channel is called What I've Learned. He has some pretty good takes sometimes, some pretty interesting topics. This time it was about a guy, an American, that speaks Japanese so well that Japanese people are always surprised because they think he's Japanese, and he claims that he learned most of his Japanese watching anime in high school. But this was a bit clickbaity because it's not entirely true. He learned Japanese by doing deliberate practice. Deliberate practice is the best and fastest way to learn anything in life. It was not just watching anime. It was like reading in Japanese all the time, watching dramas in Japanese, and going ham about learning Japanese in a short amount of time, basically. And also becoming immersed in Japan for a little while after that. But it was still very interesting. Because a lot of Americans that are pretty fluent in Japanese, well, they can't fool Japanese people. There's like some vocal accents that are hard to think about when you're learning the language. And also in Japanese, one word can mean two things, depending on how you say it. Your intonation, your tone. So it's pretty weird. And that explained what I've heard, that it's a bit hard to create lyrics for songs in Japan because of those words that need a certain intonation to have their meaning. Because they claim that English is more lyrical, is that the term? It's more singable. For that reason. Microphone cappuccino. Oh, it's been a long time since I've been to like a specialty coffee shop. But I'll get better and better at it. I've watched some very advanced tutorials. I know how it should look like or feel like. I've nailed it once, and I'm just trying to get the same quality. And I fail every couple days. I mean, most days. But yeah, I'll get it over time. The perfect technique. I mean, I do get very close to the right texture now. I like when I can make my mug super full. Like it goes over the mug. And it's just like this foamy texture that could just shake and it doesn't go overboard. It's just the perfect texture. You do the mug test, the shake test. A tonal language, yeah. But Japanese is a very beautiful language. I love the Japanese culture, but I don't have the illusion that everything there is better than here. You know, some weebs think like that. Nah, no place is green. No place is perfectly green. They have their own issues, their own political issues, their own value issues, their own thing. Like everywhere, you know? But they have a very beautiful culture. Worth cherishing, discovering, and learning. Yeah, everywhere has problems. So that's why I've been starting to become more loving of my own place over the past few years. Like Canada. The more I learn about other places, I'm like, well, I love Canada. I'm just gonna live here, but travel everywhere. Discover the other cultures. South Korea is very hyped right now, culture-wise. You know, like 5 years ago, nobody cared about South Korea, but now it's everything. But I like that. Because of BTS? Kind of. And K-pop and just their culture popping off overall. Like their pop culture popping off. But that's a good thing. It puts the eyes on another culture to discover and enjoy. And now we're all trying their food culture too, and we realize, whoa, it's great food culture, and we should have more of that here. And then shops are starting to open up Korean food restaurants in America. And that's a great thing, because food is great. Thinking one culture is squeaky clean, yeah. Weaves when they find out Japan society is hostile to foreigners, yeah. Exactly. My buddy that lived a couple years in Canada though said that they love Canadians apparently. At least like he had a good experience as a Canadian going there to teach English and stuff. That's good to know. But I'm sure it's better if you speak a bit of Japanese as a foreigner. I don't know. I'm just speaking for myself, but when I see foreigners, do a great effort at speaking our language. I respect that so much. It's so respectable, right? They put in the work. You have to sleep. Okay. Have a good night, Lena. My gosh, this tastes good. Just tasted those little chocolate edges in the taste that they talk about. Because in the coffee bean, which is actually a fruit seed, there are some chocolatey flavors and also fruit flavors. And over time, you learn to taste them, especially if you have good quality espresso. I just had a big chocolate feel. My taste is developing, guys. My taste is improving. It's just like with wine and beer. Over time, you just start tasting more intricacies in there. Good night, Lena. Thanks for stopping by. Some notes. Yeah. Here's a guy that I learned a lot of things from recently. Love his channel. What's his name? Lance something. He's a big barista. Lance Hedrick. Love his channel. It's kind of fresh from this year. This is so good. This content is worth money. I watched his milk frothing tutorial and his latte art tutorial. I need to watch more. Oh, he's been popping up this past 2 weeks. What the fuck? More videos to watch. Yeah, and he goes in detail in the science to understand the physics of latte art. I love that. And the physics also, the science behind like an espresso shot and what you're supposed to look for in it and everything and why it's like a perfect balance of a drink. He goes deep and I love that. I like refined things in general, you know. Wine, microbrewery beers, scotch, coffee, and food in general. It's fun. Oh yeah, there is so much. Yeah, exactly like I just talked about for coffee. The science, the foundations of an artist. It's pretty insane what you need to learn to become a good artist. It's crazy. Like if you get a high level education in arts, which I'm trying to get now. Well, don't worry, I'm not paying $1,000 commercial license. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm doing this class. It's pretty much a college level of education for digital art, except the one that I'm paying for. I don't have access to like teacher feedback, unfortunately. I might get that later. But you have to become a doctor. You have to understand the biology of humans and every freaking muscles to understand wrinkles. You have to know what like the muscle tendons under the skin and where they are. And to master cartoon art, you need to master the physiology of human beings first, the muscles. To know how to exaggerate muscles, you need to know how they work. Yeah, it's crazy. And you learn to observe nature and anything that you look with you learn to look at them through a different eye. And I look at color hues and light and shadow tones. Every time I look at something now, it becomes second nature. It's really fun though. It's like, I never realized how these colors were more desaturated and there's a little bit of tint of blue in that green I see. It's funny. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I love that. I love that it's a high-end study, that the skill cap is so high, and that you don't get worse and worse with age. Unlike many fields, in many competitive fields, that you reach a point where you start getting worse with age. I'm thankful that I chose a field, a creative field, that you kind of just only get better with age because you don't need quick reflexes or quick thinking to do art. So you just get better and better with time, no matter what. That's a beautiful thing for something that takes so much patience to learn and master. Because it kind of sucks that you're a pro gamer, you peak at 25 or 24, and you'll never be as good after that for the rest of your life. That sucks. Because you spent all these years practicing, you competed, and after 25, the only thing you have more than other people, than younger people, is experience. Until like 28, your experience can make you better than some people that are younger than you because you have more experience. And after 28, it's over. Can't compete anymore. The greatest chess players, even if it's a mind game, it's the same thing. That's what we learned in the past like 15 years. Competitive mind games. It's exactly like physical sports. You're not as mentally quick over time. Asmongold was talking about that earlier today, actually. He was like, this game that's coming out soon. I could try for. I could go one last time for being skillful at it, just have fun competing for content. For one last time before I'm too old to actually do that and compete. Because he understands how it works. He knows that he's, kind of peaking age-wise, and soon he won't be able to compete as best as he was able to 5 years ago. At anything PvP, including like World of Warcraft Arena, some shooters, especially shooters. It's very quick reaction. So at some point, content creator like him needs to just, accept not being in the top PvPer. Besides talking about losing hair, I mean Asmongold. Oh, some streamers are really sad about losing their hair. I remember Rekful having this what's the word? Insecurity. He even had like a hair transplant at some point. But I mean, I get it. It's always hard for young men to be in their 20s and start losing a lot of hair. We all know like people that have a dome in their like mid-20s. It's just genes. What can you do? At some point you have to rock the dome. You can rock the dome. Instead of hiding your hair with like a cap and stuff, just rock the dome. Because it's a good look too. What am I doing? Looking for image references of this dog. See the shading that I usually do with it. It's that tone here. Asmon Gold is pretty cool. I don't really watch a lot of Twitch at the moment. I guess I have phases. I do have phases with Twitch. Right now, I'm more on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube content, including podcasts. Um, but Twitch can be fun. There's a lot of good content creators out there. But there are those that I really respect, even though I don't watch much. Um, yeah, I do think that Asmongold is one of the good ones. Um, I did start having a lot of respect for Hassan Piker. He's some lefty politics Andy, basically politics. But I like him. He's cool. He's great content. Politics Andy. And I watch a lot of H3. H3 podcast. Been watching them like all of their videos since like 2 years. I really fell into it. I don't know, I realized that, Ethan Klein and his crew, they're like my age bracket, and they have like the exact same views as I have on mostly anything. Like very progressive, basically. And yeah, they make some pretty fun content, so I've been watching all of their podcasts. And they joined Twitch like 2 weeks ago, and it was so funny. Oh my gosh, it was funny. Yeah, Ethan had like a big debate with XQC and Trainwreck on gambling on Twitch, and it was a shit show. AKA good content. And then earlier this year, there was this very popular podcast called Frenemies. It was a collab of Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein. It was so entertaining. I'm guilty of being entertained by that. And then it just imploded since Trisha Paytas is very. I don't know. I don't know. She has some issues. It was just kind of doomed to end at some point with Trisha Paytas just going nuts. Which it did. So then I watch series like Making a Murderer. That has to be probably my favorite one. Oh, perfect.
Do me love 1 whole year. Do me fat, that's a lot to digest. Do me pop.
1 whole year? That's a lot to digest. Hi, Ghost! Thank you for supporting my irrelevant ass for 1 full year. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you, Ghost. Hope you've been having a good day and a good time since last time. And now you're a cute little banshee. Still the best badge here, the favorite. Been watching BuzzFeed. Dude! Wait! As I might have mentioned earlier, I'm a giant horror fan, spooky fan. Which is odd because I don't really believe in like ghosts anymore. I used to as a kid. But I have this giant passion for the idea of the supernatural, and well, frankly, there is room for supernatural things out there because we don't understand half of what the universe and the world is, and sometimes there's weird things that we can't explain, that have an explanation, but we just don't know what it is. And you know, so the idea of the supernatural is just a fun, intriguing thing to me. I have a passion for even just the ambience of spooky content. I just love the ambience too. And I've been loving the series. I finished it, but like BuzzFeed, Unsolved, Supernatural. I watched all of it. It was great. Ghost, I don't believe in you anymore. I take it back, I take it back. I like the ghoul. Wish I could change it back. Oh, oh yeah, the cute ghoul badge. What you said, but BuzzFeed Unsolved. Yeah, I assume you meant the true crime version of BuzzFeed Unsolved. With Ryan Bagheera and Shane Madej. Damn. I like when my memory works. Yeah, these are such a good combo of content creators. I love them very much. But yeah, other than the BuzzFeed Unsolved, True Crime, I think it's called. They have the ghost version, like the supernatural, and it was so good. Their dynamic was just insane. Because Shane Madej doesn't believe one bit in ghosts, and Ryan Bagheera is easily spooked in like haunted places, and their dynamic is just amazing because they're trying to prove, like, that's just the idea of that content is going to the most haunted places and trying to prove if ghosts are real. And I love that their approach is just so unfiltered. You know, they don't do like every other ghost shows and fake things. So basically nothing basically ever happens, or like they will just maybe record things that they're not sure. They will have both theories of like maybe it's a ghost and maybe not actually. So it's one of the most like real ghost hunting show, or if not the one. Yeah. So, in a sense, Shane Madej basically proved that ghosts aren't real throughout those series. But it was such a good content, and it is spooky at times. You don't believe in ghosts, but in demons though, and negative energy. Interesting. Yeah, as a fan of the spooky things, I like the idea of it, but I don't really believe in it. Um, I like the theme of it though, like in the context of movies. I like the lore, like when they explore a little bit of the lore of like demons and outer world ghosts, you know. And like one of my favorite horror movies is actually Paranormal Activity 1. I'm such a horror fan that like even before these movies come out, I hear about them uh, when they just start winning some local prizes at movie festivals, and then I hear about it, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this movie. And then it came out. A production company, I think, bought it, and they had screenwriters watch Paranormal Activity so that they can remake it with better budget. But then they all unanimously said that, wow, I think this is perfect like this, because if you put more budget on a kind of found footage concept, it might not actually work as well. So they just released it as is, and then they make sequels. They made sequels with the same actors and stuff. And of course, it diluted the quality of the concept. But the first one, 10 out of 10. I love it. I loved it so much. I love that it was like super hyper realistic. You know, that the characters had reactions that I might have. Like, that's when the horror movie for me is good. It's when the reactions of the actors are believable. So it's more of a realistic concept. And you don't really want to see, like, if it's made to be realistic looking, you don't really want to see apparitions because that's unrealistic. So they just did it perfectly. They just showed the right amount of things, and the progression of the activity was like super spooky and believable. Yeah, what a good movie. What a good horror movie. And I love that it was a demon in the context of a uh, realism style of found footage movie, but they explored the idea of a demon instead of ghosts, and they made it so interesting. Because when you see like the footsteps in the flower, and it's like some weird ass like bird like footstep. So awesome. I can't wait to get back to writing horror. Can't wait to go back to making stories of my own. Because I definitely should do that. I love writing, I love horror, I love art. I need to combine all of it and make series on YouTube. That's the future for me. I'm debating ordering food so bad. What day are we? It's only Tuesday. Interesting, Khaled. I do enjoy philosophy too. Like You're saying like pessimism. I just don't see the positive side. Do I want to sketch the last ones today or tomorrow? What is this Pikachu thing? What does she want with this emote? I know the viewers really want an emote of this guy since it's been a meme, but I'm not sure what the emote would be. Oh. Let's think. Okay. She says it's been a meme trying to find this card for 8 months. What is this? Is this the regular trading card Pokemon thing? Can you guys tell me? Is it an actual card for trading cards when you open cards? Chonkachu. It does look like original Pikachu, which was more chunky. Which could mean this might be like first edition shiny Pikachu card. I don't know. I have no idea what this means. What's Pikachu VMAX? So it's not the trading card Pikachu? What is that? Giant Pokemon? What do you mean? Yeah, there is an upcoming Pokemon game, right? Pikachu V Max. What is this? There's a bunch on eBay. What's going on? It is a card. The giant form of your Pikachu is the original chunky one. Chonkachu. That's awesome. So it's a new card based on Chunky Pikachu. So it's a new card. I assume every new set of card just joins the whole trading card thing. I hope there's no. I hope that different gens don't become different games of cards separated. I hope it's all together. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Because trading cards are a game initially before becoming a trading thing. Maybe they're not compatible. The cards generations. He's so cute. He is cute. Chunky Chew is cute. Evolves from Pikachu 5 or V. They all mix up. I guess they all mix up for the trading world. Maybe it's different when you actually play. Okay, so what did she say? The viewers really want an emote of this guy since it's been a meme trying to get this card for like 8 months now. So she's just trying to, I guess she opens packs on her stream regularly and she still wants this one. Okay. But I'm not sure what the emote would be. Okay. I don't need a card area, I just need the Pikachu and make it rainbow. Just the chunky Pikachu. Chunky! We don't see that part. Whatever. Chunky! Chunkachu! Yeah, the chunk. There you go. Oh shit. Where's his tail? Is it that big, weird white lightning thing? Shit. I guess. Confused. I don't know if it's because of a new game. In the next game, they have giant versions. So they created the cards from that? Or is it the other way around? I don't know. But yeah, that's a... Okay, so his tail is weird. Yeah. That's his tail. Okay. Oh boy. That won't fit. That's what she said. I could exaggerate it a bit more. Yeah. Just like that. Just like that. And you don't need the tail to be very present, but just background D. But it's not even rainbow. It's the card. Yeah, the card is has a rainbow version of him. So it's like a rainbow card. So I think it's a good idea to just make the Pikachu rainbow and call it a day. I don't think I need the card background. Look guys, it's my alligator Loki. Growl. I really enjoyed the Loki series. I made an episode on YouTube about it. You watched it? Yeah, best character. Alligator Loki. Oops. It's so hot. Oh my god. Oh, this summer is hell in Canada. Oh my god. Tomorrow it's gonna be a million degrees. 91 Fahrenheit. With humidity, I bet. So it's basically Florida. We're gonna become Florida men. I'm gonna call this file Chonkachu. Wait. Hmm. Not quite. Let's see. It's not easy getting the right one. And then oh, I'm a freaking genius. I'm a genius. Okay, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Service. And good evening. I appreciate that. It's very kind. That's a good start. It's gonna work. You know, it's just representing this one, this card basically. The chunky Pikachu. So I just wanted the chunky Pikachu with these colors. And it looks fine. The tail is a problem because this new chunky Pikachu's tail is awkward to add into an emote. But for the rest, it works well. Chunkachu on Pikachu. Wow, I didn't want to say it, but it came off pretty convincingly hot. Hot Pikachu. Yeah, something like that. Oops. What am I doing? I always know my foes when I meet them, and I knew when looking at this tail that it was gonna be a problem. I need to just make the tail more chibi. I'll just simplify it. Oh yeah. All right. It's not finished, but definitely on the way. It's just a Mimo. And I have the right colors. This is meant to represent the one on the card. All shiny. Nice. Wow. We have all but one emote. Except they all need a good polish and everything, but that's the gist of it for these 5 designs. What's the last one? Oh, a sing emote? Just gonna sing. That's cool. Okay, so this evening I need to come up with like 15 emote suggestions for our friend Kevin. Because he's next in line with 15 emotes. So tomorrow, hopefully I will have the energy to stream, I do want to. And then I would finalize this batch, the final emote. And then I will start the next client. Start sketching some cute raccoons. Today was fun! Guys, thank you so much! Thank you for stopping by, lurking, chatting. That's the only reason why I stream. Just to hang out and have fun. Yay! I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make some pita pizzas. And I will absolutely reward myself with sushi later this week. Alright guys. I wish you a great evening. Thanks again for joining today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.